For all of you guys, if you wouldn't mind, you guys have in each series you've gotten better as the series has gone along. Just why do you think that is, and what do you have to do to make sure that happens again?
Want me to start? Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get off to the start that we wanted. I think we did a little too much feeling it out and just deviated from our game plan. And yeah, it's a wake-up call for us. Whether it's coming off a high and not realizing the work that we got to put in, but yeah, we're not worried. We know we have to get back, and it's not going to be easy. But we're confident in each other.
Well, I think we just need to stick to playing our game. That's what we've been doing the other series, and that's just wearing teams down. We just need to do that for a full 60 minutes. As Ryan said yesterday, wasn't good enough, and we only did for about 20.
No, there's not much to say. They said it all. So it's basically it. It's a question when you don't have to say a lot of words, and the point is right. So just need to believe in ourselves and keep playing.
Front right, Steven.
Ryan, you guys knew the kind of the speed and the skill the Bruins had in that lineup, but when you see them up close on the ice, what's the key to slowing them down, to try to get them, maybe not stopping them, but at least slow kind of their speed down a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's not feeding into their transition as much. When we have an opportunity to put it behind them and play that 200-foot game, we need to. Because you give them the opportunities that, they can move the puck real quick, and they come at you full speed. So it's not giving them any real easy opportunities, and forcing them, make sure we're tracking hard through the middle and keeping them the outside, and those little details of just, having awareness away from the puck.
On the right side, third row.
Ryan, the hits were even statistically, and you could argue that they were good in one period, you were good in the other, and then there was kind of both. But because of that helmetless hit, people in the media are saying that, wow, Boston's dominating physically. Is that inaccurate?
Yeah, I think it was both. Yeah, both sides were physical, for sure. But that was obviously a massive hit that got some attention. But, yeah, we were physical. That was one of the things that we did do well, and something we have to maintain. But, yeah, I don't think it was too one-sided.
Right side, second row.
This one's for Ryan. Ryan, do you feel that on their home ice, the Bruins try to bait an opponent into sort of a chippy game? And how do you avoid getting sucked into that going forward?
Yeah, as we saw last night, we weren't disciplined enough. I think we, kind of got away from our normal game. And, they do a good job of that. They're one of the best teams at that. And you can see, obviously, we started well and had a good first, but then they you can see having their time off, started to find the legs, and then we got undisciplined, and kind of the game turned from there. And I don't know specifically how they do it, but it's kind of identity that they have that we have to avoid. We have to kind of be stubborn within our structure.
Left side, second row.
Ryan and Vladimir, what would you say you guys have to do better to make life harder for Rask? And I know you had some chances early in the game and not as many shots, but what do you have to do better against him? He's been pretty good throughout the playoffs.
I think we need to put a puck on the net more. Obviously, get more shots, but create some traffic too. He's a good goalie, and we need to create some, second chances and make his life uncomfortable to go in hard areas. Create some, like I said, traffic. And obviously, the amount of shots we get last game is not enough, so it all goes to the shots.
Yeah, I'd say very similar to what Vladdy's saying. We didn't put the puck on the net enough, but we also kind of were kept to the outside too much. Whether it's kind of feeling out and trying to make, cute plays and trying to have more possession instead of kind of fighting to get to the hard areas and making it more difficult on their D. And then, we're getting to Rask and getting in those sight lines, and that's when, we'll have traffic and shoot the puck and then, challenge him more.
Left side, Kevin.
Yeah, this is for everybody. Obviously, you're competing against him, but can you still sort of appreciate what Chara can do at age 42 with the game as fast as it is to be able to compete at the level he does?
Yeah, I think his he's really good, especially defensively, with his reach and where he's positioning himself. He's tough to get around. But I still think we need to do a better job with getting pucks behind him and make him turn as much as possible. But yeah, as I said, he's 42 and he's still good.
Yeah, I find it very impressive. Yeah, obviously what he can still do. It's amazing what he's doing, and yeah, on the other end of it, it's making it difficult on him. You know, he's obviously a key player for that team, and we have to in general play better, but especially on him, forcing him to play a rough skating game and where he's got to turn a lot.
We'll do 2 more questions. Right side, Matt.
Oscar, you and your line mates have had a successful postseason so far. It's been talked about a lot. Do you guys feel like you played the way you wanted to last night? And then for Ryan and Vlad, what is so important about Oscar and his line having success for you guys to put together, solid performances?
I don't think we played good enough yesterday. Felt like we weren't connected. We weren't tight enough, and we didn't play as we have been. We need to get back to that, and we already talked about it and sorted some things out that we need to do better, and I'm sure that we will be better tomorrow.
As a group, none of us, I think, played the ideal game we wanted to, but, a big reason why we're here is because of, those three and the way that they've been, driving the bus for us. They've, and they can play in every situation and are giving teams, so much trouble with the way they work and how physical they are, and they're obviously, a key reason why we're here.
We'll do 1 more question. Sergey, back right.
For each of you, please, if you don't mind, Washington last year lost Game 1. They ended up winning the Cup Final, but historically, nearly 80% of teams who've won Game 1 have gone on to win the Cup Final. What is it? Why do you think that number is as high as it is? What changes when you're up 1-0?
Oh, I think that's why you guys doing the stats and we just play on ice, so we don't track these things, It don't really matter on this part of the year. You never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, stats is like this, and it's happened before, but there is the teams like Washington last year, they prove it can be different ways. So what we believe in, and again, this is on your side to pick up some cool stats and everything else, but it's not in our heads.
Yeah, like every series I've seen or been a part of has been completely different. There's stats that you see all the time about different things, but we know what our best game looks like, and we're confident we can win. And we know the first one wasn't what we wanted, and we're gonna respond and tie the series up. That's our plan, and we're just gonna keep taking it one at a time.
Yeah, I think you guys got it all, basically.
We're saying.
Thank